But obviously Mexico with the USA game today, you'd expect them to drop to 2 and 3. Cuba, on the other hand, have had a tough World Cup, playing 0 and 4 so far in this new format for the competition. Jose Barrera, he's back to you there. The veteran is back for Puerto Rico. This team, really experienced, have a number of players that have been part of this program for so long. And with Coach Eddie Casiano doing a great job with a group that in the past has underachieved. Really doing a nice job in getting Puerto Rico in a very competitive frame of mind. So Cuba introduced to the home crowd in the Roberto Clemente Coliseum here in Puerto Rico, San Juan, Puerto Rico. Cuba, a team with great potential. They've just got to get themselves into, I don't know, it's more about, it's their experience that they're lacking. The more they get into this situation, the more they're going to be able to start to compete, because their physical capability is not questioned.
Osmel Oliva, Orestes Torres, Lisvan Valdés, Joel Cubilla y el equipo técnico comandado con su dirigente José Ramírez.
They've had some heavy losses. They will slip out of the World Cup after these 2 games, unless they come up with 2 phenomenal wins, one of them being against the USA. And the home fans are going to get to welcome their team onto the floor. Ramon Clemente will be the first man out. Jose Juan Barrera, who captains this team. Ricky Sanchez, the 2'11". He's still only 30 years old, Ricky Sanchez. Okay, Brian Diaz at 2'11". In the Bahia club in Argentina. Angel Rodriguez, who plays his pro basketball at Maccabi Haifa. John Holland with the Cavs still. David Huertas. So a real balance here of real experience, and still has enormous talent. Javier Mojica, the last man out, 33 years old now, the 186 guard. And now we will have the national anthems of both countries, and we'll start with the anthem of Cuba, and it will be followed by the national anthem of Puerto Rico.
Estaremos comenzando con el himno de Cuba. boricua. Y ahora el saludo oficial de ambos equipos en esta gran ventana número 3 de FIBA, buscando esa gran clasificación para el Mundial entre Cuba
So players
y Puerto Rico.
will exchange the memento of the game. And we are moments away from Puerto Rico and Cuba. Puerto Rico looking to move into second place in this group and carry forward another win to the second stage. Here are the three officials, André Bartel, Christian Wilmore and Michael Wayland from Uruguay, Canada. Here's the Cuba roster, the 00 and the 0 at the top of the roster. Javier Justice, 2'10" center, and Coach Jose Ramirez looking to the future, you would hope, as Cuba try and build and use this World Cup experience to develop the program further. The starting lineup with Javier Justice on the inside, Guzman in the backcourt with Yoncel Molina. Rivero on the inside gives a little bit of a two-center, three-guard look to that Cuba lineup. The Puerto Rico lineup, well, Jose Juan Valera has been a focal point for this program for so long. John Holland with his NBA experience as well. But this team has been at the latter stages of multiple world championships, Olympics over the last few years, but still, you would argue, potentially underachieving. Jose Juan Valera as a point guard, how much he involves and makes people around him better normally sets the tone. Puerto Rico also go with the Twin Towers start of Brian Diaz and Ricky Sanchez at 2 meters 13 and 15 respectively. So a lot of size on the floor. Jose Ramirez, the head coach for Cuba. It's always a tough. If you're 0-4, you've got 2 games to play, you're going to slip into your regional championship qualification. Whereas Eddie Casiano has his eyes on the second round and looking to get to the World Cup in China. Expectations always high in Puerto Rico. Ricky Sanchez, what a talent at times. This Ricky has shown he can play with some of the best, but again, almost like his team has come up short of expectations sometimes, and a really talented group of players. So wherever you're joining us from, welcome to San Juan in Puerto Rico. And Puerto Rico will get a first look at it in the half court. Barella will take the high post screen. Sanchez on the perimeter. Sanchez lines up the 3 from deep, is way short. Didn't really get underneath that one. Defensive rebound belongs to Oliva. And Guzman outside, gets an inside touch early. And the hook shot for Justice is short. Early shot in transition, Puerto Rico. And the crowd just desperate to explode on the first points. Pull up 3 on the end of the break is no good. Barrera comes down with it. And just blows past the defense. Nice pass. Diaz is not ready for it. 4-on-2 break. Cuba settle for the mid-range jump shot, which is good, and they tick it over. And Oshmel Oliva, Capitán de la Habana, his club. Staggered screen. Releases Mojica. Gets it off to Barrera. Little fade away is good for 2. Olivas feeling it from deep, doesn't get the drop. Sanchez gets the rebound. Barrera is fouled in transition. Wants the unsportsmanlike. Have a little bit of sympathy with the demand, because I'm not really sure if that was a legitimate attempt at playing the basketball. Molina picks up the personal. Barrera off Diaz's pick and goes upstairs for the little lay-in for Jorge Brian Diaz. No help at all from Cuba. Molina looks to create. There's the little alley-oop with a soft finish. Great defensive effort. Barrera has a chance to run, has 3-on-2. Easy finish. Huertas gets the 2. Turn turnovers into points. Oliver gets it off. Guzman will move it on. Tough shot in the lane is no good. Great work on the glass. And Justice goes up. Well, let's not say he doesn't go up strong. He can't get the putback to drop. The issue that Cuba are going to have here, you're 0-4 coming into this game. You have to hang around for a while. If you get down early, your belief as a group is pretty limited. So it's important that Cuba try to hang in early, give themselves some confidence, get a foothold in the game. Barrera moves it on. Huertas drops it for 3. Ominous start for Puerto Rico. They need it 9-2. Oh, oh! Ricky Sanchez, like his feet was in mud defensively. Big time finish for Rivero, who just threw it down. Barrera gets a little space, has to move it on. Mojica goes up, gets the drop for 2. Nice finish on the far side of the ring. Wow, poor shot. Mojica can't control it. Great work. Oliveira just finds a way to come up with a basketball. 3 is gone. Just drops it from deep. Well, Rivero, after the throwdown, drops the 3s. 5 quick points for the 2'4" center, who really does and can extend the floor. Barrera stops and pops the 2, is short. It's going to be called offensive on the early pick and roll in transition. Justice picks up the personal. Barrera will advance the basketball. Huertas will get the screen from Sanchez, not really well executed. Barrera will take the Diaz screen. Diaz with a turnaround is short. Whistle on the play. Justice picks up a second quick foul. She's not going to help the cause. That's a moving screen.
Hay cambio por el equipo de Cuba, entra el número 4, Marvin Esteban Cairo.
Ball's knocked away. Cuba will come down with a chance to run in transition. 5-on-3 break if they execute. Inside, outside, open three. Penetration to the hoop for two is no good. Ball belongs to Cuba. Rivero, most good things happening for Cuba at the moment are with Rivero involved. Herrera sits. It's poor on the pick and roll. Diaz gives it up. Should be an easy two. Well, the three is gone. Test doesn't get to drop. And I'm sure that Cassiano is not going to be best pleased with the last 10 seconds of play. Has a great way of controlling this team without almost this team realizing he's doing it. Just works with them. Guzman gets it to the wing. Sideline ball screen. Guzman puts it on the floor, gets to the lane, kicks. Ball fake on the closeout. Long two is no good. And Mojica comes down with the defensive rebound. Sanchez on the reversal. Mojica has it. Nice pass. Brian Diaz has always been a very skilled big man. That's a nice pass for Rodriguez to get the two. Nice start by Puerto Rico, sharing the basketball. High percentage options. And Jorge Brian Diaz. It was a quick demonstration of passing ability. Timeout for Cuba. They trail it 13-7 early here in San Juan. Rivero's had a big impact on this game with the half throwdown down the middle, stroked the three-pointer straight after.
Okay? One possession. If there's a pick and roll, Ray. Ray. ¿Está bien? In offense. In offense. In bonus. Go with the stagger. Start with the stagger. Listen. You're 5 and 4. Cross screen. Yeah, and get him. Ricky, ven a que te van a coger. Y vuelta sale, Angelito, los tiene los dos. And we fall into mode. Hey, defensive rebound. Let's go.
So it's a knowledgeable basketball crowd here in Puerto Rico. #1 sport in this country. Puerto Rico ranked 15 on the FIBA rankings. Team that has expectations. Great defensive effort. Rodriguez has it. Needs a pass. Finds one. Huertas for the easy two. At the moment, Cuba's defensive transition is pretty much non-existent. Got to get back. Got to force Puerto Rico into the half court. Drop the three for fun. Excellent. Nice little move off the dribble. He carries off. Defensive rebound. Cuba have numbers. Rivero created his own space. He gets the two. Sorry, Cairo. Sorry. #4, not 14. Cairo gets the two. Created a nice angle on the backboard. Diaz looks to hand off. Rodriguez. Rivero really extends the defense. 7 on the possession. Rodriguez pushes off. Sanchez deep in the corner for 3. Hits nothing. It's got to go up. And that'll be a shot clock violation. Clemente steps in. Jorge Brian Diaz will sit.
El número 23, Michael Holland. El número 1, Ramón Clemente. Entra el número 14, Gilberto Clavel. Con el equipo de Cuba, entra el número 15, Deslier Abreu.
Molina sits, the Golelos do. Martinez's player, and Cuba into the half court. 2:30 to go in the first. Fairly subdued start to the game here. Cuba trying to take some passion out of the gym. Oliva has it. We'll look at the high post pick and roll. Oliver steps back with a tough looking three, is no good. Defensive rebound. Finds its way into the hands of Glenn Clavel. Gives it up. A dash for three is good. Nice rhythm on the break, nice rhythm on the release. And Puerto Rico open out the 6-point advantage.
Primera falta personal del número 14, Yaciel Rivero.
Cuba in the penalty. John Holland makes the first of the throws. Two for two. 8-point advantage for Puerto Rico. Cuba have got to stay in touch. As we said earlier on, with their 0-4 record, you cannot see them coming back from a big deficit. They've got enough potential and talent to take on the best in this group. But they've got to be consistent. Their defensive have to travel in the backcourt. Oliver just indecisive. That sums up a team 0-4. Holland. Rodriguez stops and pops the three, way short. Angel Rodriguez never really got underneath that shot. Comes up short. Chance for Cuba to make some inroads into the margin. It's a foul on the play. I'm not really sure there was a need to foul there, as the penetration was way behind the backboard. Yoel Cabilia. Abel picks up his first foul. Ticks it over to a 6-point margin. Crowd get excited with a crossover, but you've got to finish the play. Stolen this time. Clemente comes up with a steal. Big step, goes up, weak shot. Cuba have a chance to go the other way. It's like a 4-on-1 break. Good finish. Excellent finish. Abreu with the two. Back to a 4-point game. The trouble for Puerto Rico is if they don't retain their intensity, they're going to start making sloppy mistakes. Whistle on the play. Rodriguez has come out here very, very aggressive. Wants to challenge the defense at every opportunity, catch and go.
Hay cambio por el equipo de Cuba, entra el número 12,
Rodriguez on the free-throw line. They're stuck on 20 at the moment, Puerto Rico. 28 seconds remaining in the first period. Puerto Rico up the floor, easily beaten. That's a poor finish. Great effort to stay with the play, though. Rivero, who's been impressive in this first half, picks up another 2. It's a 3-point game, 7-point personal. Three is long, and that'll do it for quarter one. Rivero's 3 wouldn't drop. So at the end of the first quarter, Puerto Rico have the lead, 21-18. Well, we're tasked with the 7 points. Rivero has been the impressive individual of that first quarter for Cuba. Come up with stats across the stat sheet, a block to add to his 7 points. And as long as Cuba can retain this type of margin, they're going to start to believe they belong. If they get down, it's a long, 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 hard road to get back into games when you've not won a game. But with plays like that from Rivero, gotta say, Ricky Sanchez looked like he was trying to defend him in mud. Could not move sideways at all. Great penetration by Rivero. Start of quarter two then. Excellent performance by Cuba in that first quarter to only trail 3, yet to win a game in this group. Would be an upset to beat Puerto Rico in Puerto Rico, but why not? That's what World Cups are about, coming up with results. Abreu has it. Help, took away the penetration. Great defensive effort. Lamont Clemente does what he does. Plays hard at the defensive end. Bounces people around. Goes to work on the glass. Holland steps through. Three is long. Great work on the offensive boards. He finally come down with a defensive rebound. I think Rivero's been charged with an offensive foul. Tough to see from my angle what it was for. So a minute into the second quarter, no one has troubled the scorer yet. Turnover again. Rodriguez has been alive to every opportunity, gets the breakaway too, and that opens the points in this second period. 5-point lead now for Puerto Rico. 8 points personal for Rodriguez. Wow, that's quick. Chance to run the other way. Open in the corner. Holland for three is way off. 4-on-2 break. Foul on the way to the hoop. And Rivero again gets another positive stat.
Primera falta personal del número 13, Ángel Rodríguez.
Rivero's good from the line. To a 3-point game. He goes 2 for 2. And one. Great ball movement for Puerto Rico. Clemente gets the 2. He was the recipient of the assist, really did move the ball well. Great angles on those little handoffs. Again, excellent defense. Rivero lines up the 3 and just knocks it down. Well, talk about enhance your reputation. 2-point game as Rivero comes up with another 3. Yet another turnover, more over elaboration, and a great finish in the transition. Olivar picks up the 2, and Cuba tied up at 25. You always worry about this type of game where the home team is expected to win. It's almost the other team lulls you into a lower tempo than you really want to play. Settle for the 3 again. Ball movement down the floor. Lining up the 3 again. Count it. Rivero's looking like an all-star at the moment. Foul as Holland went to the glass strong. He'll go to the free throw line.
Segunda falta personal del número 15, Desquier Abreu. El cambio por el equipo de Cuba entra el número 19, Mario Troyano. Por el equipo de Puerto Rico entra el número 35, Christopher Gastón. Y el número 5, José Juan Varela.
Can't get the 3 throw to drop. got to love the way Cuba are being the aggressor here. Puerto Rico possibly, maybe underestimate Cuba, but strong move in that case by Molina. He wasn't holding back at all. Earns the free throws. And Eddie Casiano wants to talk it over. Timeout for Puerto Rico.
Hoy recuerda que en T-Mobile aseguramos tu jugada con el nuevo plan de T-Mobile One. Lo que ves es lo que pagas y ya el IVA y los cargos están incluidos en la línea familiar. Así que aprovecha la oportunidad.
I got Chris here. Chris here. I got you here.
Casiano with a timeout. I think he just needs to re-establish some focus here. Barrera's is back in the game.
Ricky, you're gonna pop. You pop. You stay. You get a pin down, but you coming in. So when you get the pick and roll, he's gonna pop. He's gonna set a pin down. So you got this pass, and you got him, and you got him. Anywhere we go, fall into the motion. If you got a quick shot, you got it. Okay? But he's not gonna roll. He's gonna get a pin down. He's going underneath, and we got a shooters out. Okay?
Acuérdate que tiene el pase a ti y tú también a Justi. Si tú no se la puedes dar a Justi porque le van adelante, Justi gira. Sí, que tú te metas.
Subdued atmosphere in the gym. This Cuban team has already shown its worthiness of this game. If they keep getting better every game, who knows? They get a win, does great things for their program. They lead this by 2 with 5:43 to go in the half. We're all set to go again. Sanchez out top will reverse it. Good ball movement by Puerto Rico. Holland inside. John Holland will sit. And Gary Brown checks in for Puerto Rico. 5:20 to go in the second quarter. Barrera throws it out to Sanchez, extra pass, wide open from the deep three-point line, no good. Offensive rebound, they go back again, same man, same spot is good. Clavel didn't need a second sider, knocks down the second three. %20 from the three-point line for Puerto Rico. They're literally settling for it. Great work on the glass. Sanchez Doing a little bit of work where Sanchez should do lots more work. Get it on the glass, really using that 2m13 frame to good effect. Chance for Puerto Rico to take the lead on this possession. And there's a foul on the play.
Segunda falta personal del número 14, Yaciel Rivero.
Stone is short with a throw. Rivero has been the shining light for Cuba so far. Deep three is no good, and no red shirt going to the glass at all. Cuba still have the 1-point lead. Barella, nice pass. You can see it from the halfway line. He'd seen the space behind the defense.
Por el equipo de Cuba. Puerto Rico, ahí, Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. ¿Y dónde están los boricuas? Bueno, que sueñan con llegar lejos, se pasan jugando, así que si sueñan con ser el mega millonario, juega Powerball y sueña poderosamente. Oye, sí, pero nadie va a rebote, que se canse, me pide cambio. Vamos a moverla de la manera que haya rebote ofensivo. Vamos a la 21 y vamos a la 20 con grandes, 21 y 20 con grandes, pero con paciencia. Ellos están flotando y si te quedas fuera también le puedes tirar. Karen, cuando jueguen la 20, si es normal, Karen para que ataque por el medio.
Well, 3 for 15. Puerto Rico normally shoot a very respectable from the three-point line.
We give this pass, so I'm going to get in the paint. Okay? If this pass gets here, boom, boom. Worst case scenario. If not, we get the
Shooting around 35% across the World Cup qualifiers so far.
Ricky, mete de abajo, flat pick. Te va, you're not rolling. Acá, Gian, slip y viene para que cuando penetre lo tiene ahí y lo tiene atrás.
Brown thanks the passer, you love that. Great look by Barella. Nice pass. Rivero's blocked and will go to the free throw line. Really strong decision. Got it and literally went. And so Rivero really has been the story so far for Cuba. Really has done an excellent job. 17 points on 6 from 8 from the floor. 5 rebounds. Carrying his organization. And again, Vero just keeps adding his stats up. Barella fires up the 3, is no good. Great rebound, great effort. Inside, outside. Sanchez for 3 is way off. Wow. Oliver has it. Will take the Rivero screen. He'll pop, finds himself open, gets turned down, lines up the 3, thinks about it, needs to move it on. nice look. A little step back too, and this Cuban team here are hanging around. You can feel a little unease in the gym. Barrera and Puerto Rico maybe came in a little complacent, perhaps. They lead this by 2. Barrera just blew past non-existent defense for the layup. Blair Abreu sits. Meanwhile, Rivera's on the free throw line, trying to add to his personal tally. You can feel it, you can hear it. It's normally really animated crowd. As Rivera goes to 19.6 rebounds. He's just putting on a tremendous personal display. Barrera has it. Last 2 minutes pretty much of this first half. Great rip through. Needs the pass, finds one wide open in the corner for 3, is no good. Defensive rebound is Rivera again. It's a one-man stats machine at the moment. So Cuba tick it over. Back in front. Barrera tries to create a little space, goes upstairs, and yeah, it just misses a little bunny from 2 feet. Cuba again in transition. Wide open in the corner, just fills it up from deep. And much to the dismay of this crowd, it's a 39-35 advantage for Cuba, or winless so far in the group. Asking a serious question of Puerto Rico. Barrera stops and pops the 3, way short. Ball's hunted down. Gary Brown has it. Can't complete the play. And again, get it down the floor, take the early option. Barrera has it, chance to run it back the other way. Well, turnover. And with 34.7 seconds of this eventful first half remaining, Cuba Rivera outside. Gets in there, a little stop and pop. Doesn't get the 2 to drop. Gets his own rebound now. There's a reset, 10 seconds. They line it up. Oh, it's got Cuba with a 7-point advantage deep in the first. Barrera's going to have to put this up from outside the 3. Nowhere near. And that is the best half of basketball that Cuba have put on the floor in the World Cup qualifiers. Tremendous, excellent, committed performance by Cuba. Highlighted, obviously, by the performance of Yaciel Rivero. But that is a great team performance. And there is confirmation, 42-35 at the half. Puerto Rico, woeful, 16% from the three-point line. Oh, nice start by Puerto Rico, but Cuba really did work to get back into the game, and they lead it at the half. We'll leave you with these highlights, and we will be back in approximately 10 minutes for what could be a big upset on game day 5 of the FIBA World Cup. We'll see you shortly for the second half.
Bueno, JJ, ¿no está listo? Vamos a ver si es verdad que el hombre logra hacer ese gran bloqueo y todos los fanáticos con las manos. Todo el mundo con las manos, va. Ahí va JJ, la vaina con el seguro obligatorio, una compra-venta, seguro múltiples y ¡guau! Pero JJ, eso está muy fácil, papi, eso está muy fácil. Vamos, hombre, acá. Hombre, ahí es que va. Venga, Carla Portillo, vente para acá. Venga, Socha y Logroño, aparece aquí. Y ya yo quiero que JJ le brinque por encima a Socha y Logroño y también le brinque por encima a Carla Portillo. Pero los fanáticos, todo el mundo con las manos. Para. Yo no sé si usted lo vio, pero como que se quedó por el tiro, ¿verdad que sí? Se quedó. Bueno, JJ, el aplauso para nuestro amigo JJ, directamente desde el seguro obligatorio de la Cooperativa de Seguros Múltiples, el que tienes que escoger. Bueno, damas y caballeros, y ahora me toca el momento de presentar a una gran selección. Démosle un fuerte aplauso a nuestra selección femenina. Damas y caballeros que se encuentran compartiendo con nosotros y dicen presente. Adelante a todas estas reinas de belleza que están con nosotras, nuestras atletas, que nos van a estar representando y compartiendo. Y cuando diga su nombre, usted salude. Así que démosle un fuerte aplauso a Pamela Rosado, Michelle González, Taira Meléndez, Yolanda Jones, Sofía Roma, Anushka Maldonado, Isales Quiñones, Ashley Pérez, Cristal Luciano, Yara Quiñones, la gran Mari Plácido, India Pagán, Taicha Isalamán, Yasmor Guani, Ashley Santos. Y por aquí también tengo a Alison Gibson. usted sepa, nuestras chicas se estarán participando en el Mundial en Tenerife, España, del 22 al 30 de septiembre. Así que para España que se van a Tenerife. Chicas, muchas bendiciones, mucho éxito. Y el aplauso de este gran coliseo, Roberto Clemente, la cuna del baloncesto en Puerto Rico, porque ellas son nuestra selección nacional femenina. ¡Y que viva las mujeres! Bueno, ahí está la foto oficial. Y para todas las personas, si usted desea disfrutar de un rico y sabroso chocolate crunch, venga a nuestro exhibidor y también puede buscar a nuestros promotores que se encuentran con los canastos en su cabeza. Y si usted logra encestar, se lleva un chocolate crunch completamente gratis. Al igual que te invito a que visite ese exhibidor de nuestro amigo de Infinity Móvil y usted aproveche y juegue, que usted puede disfrutar grandes regalos y compartir un ratito subiendo las fotos para que todo el mundo sepa que te encuentras presente en este gran coliseo ante casa llena. Mi nombre es el látigo Arnaldo Guzmán, acompañándote en esta tercera ventana FIBA en Puerto Rico, buscando esa gran clasificación al Mundial. Y recuerden que este próximo domingo también estaremos en cancha desde las 7 de la noche con ese gran partido entre Puerto Rico y México. Que viva el baloncesto, que viva el deporte, que viva la familia puertorriqueña. Los dejo en la música con DJ Joaquín Obvio. 3, 2, 1, llévatelo, guapo. Bueno, y antes de irme de break, oye, aquí tengo a Spike directamente desde los Knicks de New York, así que make a big hand for him and thank you, enjoy. Welcome to Puerto Rico, how you feel? Wow. Did you affect them here? Welcome to Puerto Rico, enjoy, and thanks for visiting us. Damas y caballeros, fuerte el aplauso. Venga, dígame, pues diferentes partes acompañándonos en esta gran ventana arriba. Y ya tú sabes, esta cuestión de disfrutar lo que nos apasiona, el deporte del baloncesto. ¿Y cuántos están apoyando el baloncesto superior nacional? Dale, padre, muchachos. Así que regresamos con la segunda parte de este gran partido, 35 por 42. Interesante porque más recuerden que las personas que tengan el sello de ATH Móvil tienen que visitar que en cada piso hay una mesa que está debidamente rotulada para que usted reciba los $25 y tienes que ser usuario de esa gran aplicación de ATH Móvil, el modo más seguro de usted poder enviar y recibir dinero. ATH Móvil. selección femenina estará también participando de los centroamericanos en Barranquilla, Colombia, del 20 al 24 de julio.
Well, welcome back to San Juan. Lemon Clemente Coliseum. Crowd, as they have been in that first half, a little subdued as Cuba put together their best World Cup performance so far, largely on the back of Yacil Rivero. Rivero, 19 points, played the whole of the half. 6 from 10 from the floor, 3 from 4 from the three-point line. 9 rebounds. He's thrown in a couple of assists too, a couple of blocks, has an efficiency rating of 24. And he really has pretty much carried that Cuba lineup to a 7-point lead at the half. Puerto Rico started the game fairly confidently, built the early lead, but looked as though they expected that if they showed up, they would win. And well, they've ended up shooting 15% from the three-point line, 3 from 19. And that is going to give you a problem, especially if you end up losing the battle of the glass, 30-19. So the effort areas not working hard at all for Puerto Rico. Therefore, you're a little relaxed, a little sloppy perhaps. Don't really have the same tempo and sharpness on the shot. Therefore, you shoot a woeful, you literally shoot a woeful 15% from the three-point line. Now, the trouble is, as people often say, once you start that way, it's very difficult to break out and get back to where you normally are. So Cassiano's task during that halftime talk was to remind his lineup that this is a World Cup game. You cannot just treat anybody lightly. You've got to respect your opponent, because in some ways they clearly did not respect Cuba in that first half. Plenty of time to resolve it, plenty of time to get back on track, plenty of time to go second in their group. But it starts at this end, at the defensive end for Puerto Rico. So hope you've had a chance to recharge during the halftime period. Molina will inbound the basketball as we're just about to get period 3 underway here. And the crowd have got this uneasy sort of silence around it. In Cassiano, he's taken a line in this game to be a little relaxed. He trails 7. Cuba looking for their first win. Skip pass. Get a little floater going to the ring is good. And Oliva ticks over the scoreboard straight away, makes it a 9-point lead. 9 points personal for the guard. And that about sums it up. Little mishandle, 2-on-1 break, upstairs, and they still hang on to it. I can't believe Cuba is trying to showboat here. The 3 is off and no good. And Diaz comes down with a defensive rebound. They had a 2-on-1 break. World Cup qualifier, chance for a first ring, and they're trying to showboat. An offensive foul is called on Ricky Sanchez. Oliver picks up himself up off the floor with some help from Rivera, who's doing it all. That's just, well, Ricky Sanchez, why, is the question you have to ask. 44-35. Nice pass, mishandled, just recovered, inside, outside, and it's turned over. And Cuba have had chances here to get this lead to 11 or 13 points, and it's not exactly hard things they've missed. They have messed up themselves. Someone's going to have to get this crowd in the game, because the longer they stay like this, the more pressure it will put on this home team. Rodriguez outside, goes back to Bolera. Attacks to the middle, great defensive effort. Should be an easy 2. Take those. And you've got a double-digit lead. This is not on the script at all. Stony silence from the home crowd. Sanchez will hand off. Mollica. Diaz moves it to the corner. Rodriguez for three is good. Sorry, Huertas spots himself up in the corner. Oh, it's too easy. Straightforward penetration. Molina with no help. Barrera going baseline, needs a pass, finds one, extra pass, gets to Mollica for three, it's good. Well, the crowd just waiting to get going. It's at this end you have to generate some intensity. The pull-up long two is good. Molina just towed the line and gets into double digits. Barrera. That's a great look long, but he throws it away. They have a chance here. And you would hope that they do not throw it away with turnovers like that. 9-point lead for Cuba, 7:20 to go in the third. Mollica will take the Sanchez screen. Sanchez is close to an offensive foul almost every time. Defensive rebound is pulled in by Justiz. Justiz gets a touch, just about hangs on. Guarded by Sanchez. Nice find. The three is short, and the rebound is Mollica, who gets it to Barrera. Diaz hands it back to Barrera, who had to change mid-shot. Barrera is blocked. Stops and pops. Can't get it to drop. Diaz, inside, outside. Barrera lines up the three, is no good. Cuba have a chance to run. 3-on-2 again. To the hoop for two is no good. And the putback and one. Barrera fouls. Rivera gets into 20-plus points territory. There's the missed layup. Rivera just outworks his opponent. Gets the two, one to come, 21 points personal. And an eye-watering 58%. Cassiano inside must be beginning to be a little concerned at this one. Wow. Well, wide open from the three-point line. No defensive effort at all from anybody to scramble defensively. Barrera goes to 7 personal, 1 from 4 from beyond the arc. Foul called on the play. Diaz is charged with a personal. Justiz will go to the free-throw line. Justiz makes the first, re-establishes the double-digit lead. Two from the line. You've got to take your hat off to Cuba right now. Come out in this third quarter. Haven't missed a beat over the half. Hesitation, gets a little help. Steps back for the two is no good. Justiz comes down with a rebound, gives it up. Chance to run here for Cuba again. Molina to the backboard, blows the layup. Have to take those opportunities. Cannot blow layups. Easy two for Diaz, is blocked. Diaz will recover it. Mollica finds Barrera, lines up the three, is short. Justiz down low with Diaz. Ball's knocked away, comes off Barrera, but it will count and go back to Puerto Rico. 11-point margin halfway through the third. Herrera's going to sit. A whistle on the play. Clavel's checked in, number 24. Alongside Rodriguez in the back court. It's pretty much as young as Puerto Rico go in the back court with Clavel and Rodriguez. Rodriguez tries to get to the backcourt, goes back, nice pass. Strong finish, nice pass. All about Rodriguez's decision making. Nice move to the baseline. Couldn't seal it off. And Oliver just took advantage. Rodriguez goes to the ring for two. There's not a lot of defense at the moment. Neither team is really making a statement at that end of the floor. If one of them does, that could be decisive. Molina tries to find and does eventually find. The pass got a blocking foul.
Hay cambio por el equipo de Cuba, entra el número 15, desde Abreu.
Molina steps back, finds her there, lines up the three. Doesn't get it to drop, we've got a foul on the glass. Only the second team foul for Cuba in this third period. And that also indicates how Puerto Rico have not been aggressive, have not attacked drive lanes, have not really gone at Cuba. It's only their second foul, and there's under 4 to go in the third. Big advantage in the bench points. I mean, Cuba's strength is not their depth, let's put it that way. Oh, from deep. Clavel with his feet set, quick release. Back to a 6-point game. Cuba have to stay with what's working. Vera penetrates, has it knocked away. Justice recovers it. Inside, outside. Plenty of time on the shot clock, down to 7. That looked a little painful. Justice is really feeling that one. He's probably okay. He's moving around a lot. Justice, it looks like he's in some pain. It won't hurt the Cuban cause if he stays down for a little bit, takes some of that momentum out of the gym. He's going to have to, I think he's going to have to step off. Unaided though, so signs are good. Puerto Rico in the penalty.
Hay cambio por el equipo de Cuba, entra el número 4, Erwin Cairo.
So with a substitution, the player coming in has to shoot the throws. Chance to steady the slightly shaky Cuban ship at the moment. Cairo goes 2 for 2. Back out to an 8-point lead. And because of the unsportsmanlike nature of the foul, they keep possession. To the back ball for 2, blows it, chance to run. Nice look, great pass. Blows the layup though. A lot of hard work to miss the layup, 59 to 51. Great recovery though, tremendous effort. Clavel goes up, is fouled on the way to the hoop, will shoot the throws. Well, great example to any young player. Clavel, okay, he missed the layup. He didn't feel sorry for himself. Just went straight after it. Picks up foul number 3. How much of those missed opportunities will Cuba regret? Early in this quarter when they had the 2-on-1, they've had a number of opportunities to keep this as a double-digit scoreline. But now Ricky Sanchez has a chance to make this a 7-point game. Sorry, Clavel has a chance to make this a 7-point game. Misses the first. That was 1 for 2. You got to think Cuba would want to still be up 7-8 points at the start of the 4th. Really would like to maintain this lead. Inside, outside. They line up for 3 on the floor. Guzman out top. Puerto Rico trying to pick it up defensively. Great effort by Clavel. 5 seconds on the clock. This one's got to go from the halfway line. Way short. Chance to run. If they can build on the defensive stop with points. Wide open in the corner for the 3. It's good. All of a sudden the gym comes alive. Hertas makes the 3. Timeout for Cuba. A double-digit lead is down to 4, and all the momentum with the home team. Puerto Rico trail 55 to 59. Wow. Ramon Clemente has picked up a technical foul. Only Ramon Clemente will know why. His team is on a roll. And he's picked up a technical foul. Sometimes players make interesting decisions, shall we say. Referees obviously saw something they didn't like. Molina gets it back, has a look at his options. And the game becomes a little disjointed as Cairo turns it over. When you haven't won in any previous World Cup qualifier, this is when you start to doubt yourself. A team ranked 15th in the world while your ranked 63rd starts to come back at you. How much belief do you have?
Bajaron a 5, a triple. No pueden tirar de triple, es preferible que vayan abajo a tirar de 2. Ni el de Jaciel, ni el de ninguno de ustedes.
Recuerda que el entretenimiento no te retira en la cancha. Con T-Mobile One tienes Netflix incluido en tus planes familiares. Aprovecha y conéctate con nosotros, con la gran familia de T-Mobile y recibe ese gran...
Well, Rivera with a double-double and 2 assists. He's all over the stats. He's now getting really good support, though. Molina and Oliva are really stepping up for Cuba in this second half. 3 guys in double digits. Puerto Rico with Huertas with 13, Rodriguez with 10. And Clavel has really stepped up to try to get this momentum. Let's have a look at the technical. What's happening here? Oh, you can see right in front of the official. I don't know what Ramon Clemente is trying to do. But whatever it is, it was a real negative for Puerto Rico. Rodriguez gets to the ring for 2. Now we have a game. Cuba's lead now cut to 3. As we said, I think they would like something in that region of 7-8 points that they had going into the 4th. Because at some point, you know this Puerto Rican team is going to get a run. The 2 is no good. Defensive rebound is Diaz. He pulls it in. Rodriguez pushes, gives it up. Numbers down the floor. Clemente! Take that. 1-point game. Wants to play. Wants the crowd involved. 60-59. Cuba absolutely have to score. Puerto Rican defense is just up a notch. Turnover. Rodriguez again. Whistle on the play. Offensive foul called. Wow. Wouldn't mind another look. First foul for David Huertas. There he is. What does he do? I don't really see too much in it. Cuba have to score. 42 seconds to go in the 3rd. They desperately need to tick the scoreboard over. They got stuck on 60 for a while now. Mono gives it up. Oliver, all the right people are getting touches of the ball. Rivera, way short. Spins, tries to go up in traffic, is blocked. Big time play. Are they going to take this or hold for the last shot? There's a whistle on the plate. And Oliver's going to pick up the personal, and with 12.8 seconds to go in the 3rd. Puerto Rico will shoot the free throws. So much more energy in the gym now. Really feeding on what's going on the floor. Got to get over the hump, though. If you've been down, when you have the chance, you don't want Cuba going down the other end and making the 3 to re-establish the lead. Rodriguez goes 0 for 2. Rivera attacks it. Oliver has it. In lane for a floater, gets nothing for it. Well, I said I think they would like to retain the 8-point lead. The one thing they'll be happy with at the moment is they lead this 61 to 59. They still have well, if you want to find out everything there is to find out about these World Cup qualifiers, whichever region you're interested in, download the World Cup app. If you want to let us know your views on anything that's happening in any of the games, use the hashtag #ThisIsMyHouse. And just share, get involved, become part of it, feel it. Because that's what's happening in San Juan, Puerto Rico right now. The home team beginning to feel it. If you are a Cuban fan, you've got to hope that that was the flat spell. End of the third was the flat spell. Then they're going to pick it up again in the fourth and get what, in all reality, would be an unlikely win. But they've given themselves that chance. The beginning of the fourth, they are up 2 on the road in San Juan, Puerto Rico. That is not in the script. Well, Rivera had 19 at the half. He's only gone on to 22. You got to think he's going to begin to be a little weary. Well, Estes Torres, number 34, checks in. Okay, Brian Diaz. Start of the fourth. Gary Brown in the game for Puerto Rico. Skips it, just about saved. Clemente has it outside, gets it back to Brown. Brown looks to turn the corner. Great pass, easy two. The whole weak side frozen as he looked at the ball screen. Puerto Rico gonna build on that great end to the third. Nice pass, straight down the gut of the defense. And Cuba's defense on the help side, 0. Absolutely non-existent on those 2 plays. Clemente and then Diaz get 2 straight down the middle. Molina dumps it inside. Bodies all over the place. But Rivera sweeps it up and gets the 2. Rivera's first points in a while. 24 personal. Game on, though. Game on. Clavel checking in. 8:30 to go. 1-point game.
Hay cambio con el equipo de Cuba, entra el doble 0.
How much do Cuba believe they can win here? That's the question they have to ask themselves right now. Justice has it in the post. Inside, outside. Now he looks for options. Open the floor. Try and take this away. Justice steps for three. Rims in and out. Can't be a good option. Oh, quick release on the break is no good. Justice looks long. Rivero has it. Who else would you want with it? Steps through. Easy two. Beautiful little Euro step for two. And Cuba back in front. Well, technical foul. I think it might be simulation, I think is the phrase. Tried to make it look like a lot worse than it was. In the game. Cuba have not been in this position across the World Cup qualifiers. Now they have a chance to win. Puertas makes the technical, ties it at 64. Puerto Rico still have possession. Brown will get rid of it. Comes back and receives again. Tries to turn the corner. That's turned over. Molinar has a look. Has numbers down the floor. Inside, outside. They line it up, turn it down. Rivera. Turnover. Poor pass. Tired pass. Unsportsmanlike foul.
Falta antideportiva, cantada 35 del equipo de Cuba, Lisman Valdés, Subera.
Puertas to shoot the unsportsmanlike. First one is sweet. Puertas goes on to 16 personal. Hey, I'm back. Oliver in the lane, kicks it to the corner. They've got to get the three away. It's long, offensive rebound is a putback for Oliver. Two-point game. That'll be a turnover. And Cuba just now, maybe now they begin to believe. Puerto Rico have given them some good shots here. They lead by 2, Puerto Rico, but Cuba are not going away. Pulela back in the game. Cuba will have the basketball on the sideline. Blue will inbound. Eddie Cassiano looks fairly relaxed. I'm not sure he feels like that inside. Justice has it on the inside, goes to the baseline, left hand, hits nothing apart from the backboard. Herrera gives it up. Puerto Rico in transition with the 2-point lead and 5:40 to go. Turnover, 3-on-1 break. Oliver goes up. We got another tie, 68 apiece. And Puerto Rico still can't get out of that sloppiness that has plagued them the whole game. And there's the drop. Okay, Brian Diaz. And Clemente on the inside could be a huge factor now. Clemente goes to 10 points. Rivero for the 3. It's good. Back in the swing of things. And Cuba go up 1. Definitely wasn't Molina. Definitely was Rivero from deep. Huertas skips it. Open for 3. Clemente's way off. On the ball, Oliver looks long. Great look. Great look. Got it and just looked and gave it. Rivero gets another 2. Cuba out to a 3-point lead. Rivero has 31. He's got cramp. He hasn't sat down the whole game. $15 turnovers for Puerto Rico. Still being out rebounding 45-37. But Rivero with some help now from his friends. Molinar has double digits, so does Oliva. Has an efficiency rating of 33. Puerto Rico taking the timeout. They have given Cuba a great chance of a memorable win. Mid-range jump shot is no good. Ball will belong to Cuba. Oliver will advance the ball. 3-point lead. Molinar has it. Gets away with a little walk around the halfway line. Moves it on. Nice look. Super look. Justice with a flush for 2. Justice just threw it down. 5-point lead. Herrera pulls the trigger for 3. Is long. Clemente is fouled as he goes back up. He's Going to have to go to the free throw line to earn them.
Tercera falta personal del número 15, desvíe Abreu.
Clemente has shot 80% across the FIBA World Cup qualifiers so far. He needs both. Still plenty of time left in the game, but Cuba have got a chance here. Cuba have a real chance of an upset win. Not closer than 16 when they lost to Mexico. It's the closest they've got in any of their World Cup games so far in the 0-4 record they have. Puerto Rico, the 15th ranked team on the FIBA World Rankings. Close to being upset by the 63rd ranked team. In anybody's book, in anyone's criteria, that's a huge win for Cuba, if they get it. Molina, just Dees looks to slip. Can't handle the pass. Barrera pushes, hands it off here, goes to the work, out of bounds, and the ball belongs to Cuba as Barrera just mishandles out of bounds. Haven't seen John Holland for Puerto Rico. Well, he's cramping up. Who can blame him? He's gone the whole game. Still surprising, not normally something you see on a basketball court very often. That's what it means. That's what World Cup qualifiers means, putting yourself right to the limit. Because it's your country, you're just putting in that extra. Cuba have given themselves a huge opportunity of an upset. Cuba take the timeout. I mean, it's more really to try and get Rivero back on the floor. They should be working on that calf as much as they can. Cuba timeout. It's pretty easy timeout. Keep doing what we're doing. Limit them to one shot. Take care of the ball.
This guy get midpoint, and this guy drops. Baja, en ofensiva. Tú estás de 5. 5, 4, 4, 5. Okay? Aquí tengo a Vuelta. Aquí tengo a JJ. Hey, you set a pick on him. Okay? You set a pick on him. Viene, por encima. La cortina yendo para la derecha. You set a pick on him. Hey, when you set that pick, Ramon, go get him. And you get the right side. Hey, get him down.
Well, the timeout probably has meant that they can keep Rivero in the game. The Puerto Rico have enough answers. If Cuba got enough in the tank here, they're close to a win here. Rivero's had to sit, I think. Just need another look.
Hay cambio por el equipo de Cuba, entra el número 34, Orestes Torres.
Molina. Justiz will try and get him out the corner. Little push shot from Justiz is no good. 2:40 to go, 4-point lead for Cuba. Still a 2-possession game. Barrera will come off the ball screen, gets his feet set for 3, just drops it from deep. When you need your NBA guy to step up, he does. 1-point game. Barrera goes to 10 personal. It's not been a great night from the downtown, but when he needed it, he got one. Molina puts it on the floor, tries to create a little space. He's going to get called for a hook.
Tercera falta personal del número 12, Molina.
Big possession. I don't think Rivera's coming back. Rodriguez will go to the free throw line, peels himself off the floor. Cabrera with his fourth foul. Rodriguez missed his last two. Make that three. Looking to tie the game. One from 5 from the free throw line. Ties it at 75. 2:03 to go. Cuba on the verge of a World Cup win with the basketball. 75 apiece, and Olivar has it. Oh, he's just had his pocket just picked by Rodriguez. Well, he struggled from the free throw line, but his defensive effort was quick. Poor decision. More out of frustration, I believe. Barrera will advance the basketball. 1:40 to go. They lead by 2 after trailing by 5. Barrera gets the right hand layup to drop. And the world crumbles around Cuba. Well, again, no ball movement. Rivera, you can see him in the background. Puerto Rico look like they're going to use one of the get out of jail cards. Barrera stops, fires up the 3, is short. Rodriguez is everywhere, and he will foul. But quite remarkably, that is Puerto Rico's first foul in the 4th quarter. Cuba simply have to score on this trip. That's still after the 1 from 2 from the free throw line. Barrera makes this, and all of a sudden, from a difficult situation for Puerto Rico, they've literally gone on a 9-0 run to take the 4-point lead. Great character. Olivar. Barrera, inside 40 seconds. Crazy decision to foul. They get it down to 14 on the possession, which means they're going to get at least 20 seconds if they don't get a shot. And then they foul Barrera, who's an 80+% free throw shooter. If you were going to foul, you should have fouled 10 seconds ago. But as a team, if you haven't been in that position before, they're the decisions you make. Crowd on their feet here in the Clemente Coliseum, on their feet down the sides. Behind the basket, they've just sat. Cuba take the timeout. Is there enough time? Sure there is, but they need Barrera to miss, and they need quick shots the other way. Taking the timeout before the free throws.
And we match up. Switch everything but Justin. No, fuck it. Switch for Justin too. It's a two-pointer, no threes. Machea y donde haya dos. Yeah, y hombre a hombre. ¿Está bien? Hey, en ofensiva.
Again, so much passion in these World Cup games. Apologies for the language if it offends.
JJ, vuelta. Y aquí Ramon. Ball here, we die. Go.
Puerto Rico looking to go second in the group with a win, ahead of their game day 6 matchup against Mexico, the other team with 2 wins in this group. Although they will be, at the moment, playing the United States, the likelihood is that they lose that game. Barrera. It'll still be a 2-possession game, even if he makes both. It's just it's 2 threes, not 2 twos. Well, you've got to take the open look. You haven't got time to decide what you're going to take, what you're not going to take. No, don't worry about the 2. The 2s are not enough now. Still a 2-possession game in spite of the score. And Barrera's going to be fouled again. He'll walk the distance of the floor to re-establish the 6-point lead. Some naivety by Cuba at the end of the game. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Barrera lives for the moment where he can make these shots and still get it back to 6. A 2-possession game. He's short on the second. It's a 5-point game. Still 2. They take the 3. Oh, he made it. Clemente gets it off. It's a 2-point game. They took 4 seconds to foul. Molina goes to full team personal. And Molina now goes down with cramp. Or if nothing else, as heroic as the performance has been, you have to question some conditioning here. But that's not for now. That's for Cuba in another day. 11 seconds to go. It's a 2-point game. They have to make both, Puerto Rico, to make this a 2-possession game. Molina has to step off the floor now as he has received treatment.
Hay cambio por el equipo de Cuba, en el número 15, Leslie Abreu.
Well, Cassiano has retained his call in this one. He seems to somehow have navigated Puerto Rico to the win, but it's not done yet. 11.1 seconds to go. They go to the free throw line. Making 2 almost makes it safe. Huertas hasn't missed a free throw all night. Still hasn't missed a free throw. Can almost guarantee that Puerto Rico will foul. Take away any chance at the three-point shot. It's taken an eternity for the officials to administer these free throws. Cuba have no excuse here. They have to get a player onto the floor. Delay of game scenario here. Just to make it a two-possession game. Cortez does. Breakout comes in. 11.1 seconds to go. Referees, as I say, have taken an eternity for this game to finish. Oliver needs to get it down and get it shot up. It's great defensive effort by Rodriguez. Oliver just spent forever with the basketball. That'll do it. Puerto Rico with only 2.7 seconds to go. Looks like they've managed somehow to manufacture a win. Now we're checking the possession with the video replay. 2.7 seconds to go. Oliver should have felt the double team, given it up. Didn't. And Cuba, so close yet so far from a World Cup victory.
Nacional de Puerto Rico participa con la oportunidad de ganar 2 entradas para el juego entre Puerto Rico y México. Este próximo
I have to say, this is taking an eternity. With 2.7 seconds to go. Referees have to get things correct, but Pereira just has to get the basketball in. He can almost do anything with it. Just get it in. Pereira gets it in. That'll do it. Puerto Rico down double digits. Have got the win. They've used that get out of jail card. Go directly to the second round of the World Cup qualifiers in September. Decide in the game on Sunday if you finish second or third. But what they've done tonight is beat Cuba 84-80. Character win. Character win by Puerto Rico. Tough on Cuba. Had the opportunity, missed it. Puerto Rico get the win here in San Juan, 84-80.
También agradecemos a los colaboradores del restaurante Puerto Rico.